Hello, I'm Rich Dean with West Coast Collector Cars in Oregon, and today I've got a beautiful 1929 Ford Highboy Roadster to show you. Now, this particular car finished off in this beautiful base coat, clear coat red, and I should preface the video by saying sometimes when I do a video, particularly with a red car, some of the hues make it look like it's orange. It's not. It's red. It's really kind of a torch red. And you know, when you have these curvatures and so forth, sometimes on a video or even a picture, it'll look like two different colors. But rest assured, it is not. It is all the same color. It looks great. But anyway, nice base coat, clear coat, as you can see. Deep, nice shine. No chips in the paint, no damage to the paint whatsoever. It's beautiful. The front end here, this is a TCI front suspension. Everything is chrome. You even have chrome rotors and polished calipers. Your radius rods are chrome here, as you can see. Wheels and tires. Now I'm going to tell you about these wheels. These are Halibrands, and if you're into hot rodding, you know what Halibrands are. Front and rear, both Halibrands. Very nice, highly polished, very quality. You got these nice Mickey Thompsons on the front and the Mickey Thompsons on the back as well. We'll look at those here in a second. But this is the only glass you have in the car, and it's nice. It's tinted, as you can see. Did a nice job running the bead around it. Sitting on a 32 Ford frame, and this is titled as a 29 Ford, so don't have to worry about any, you know, construction or whatever else they title them at. This is a title as a 29 Ford, which is cool. Interior finished off in a nice light tan tweed, which is a good hot rod color, and you'll notice that the paneling and so forth is sculpted. You have nice bucket seats, very comfortable. You got seat belts in there as well. Notice it's even sculpted behind the seats. You got this quality all throughout the entire car. It's even sculpted under the floor mats. The gauges are classic instruments. They all work great. Kind of an antique look to them. Got these little side mirrors here. They're very small. You could almost double as a dental mirror, but nevertheless they are there. And your take a look at the shut lines. You know, this car is pretty remarkable. All of the shut lines and so forth are just even and clean, and they don't stick up, or they're not, you know, crooked or anything. Very nice. Here's something else important. Notice back here, you don't have any scuffing or anything from the tires. When they took their measurements, they did a nice job on it. Take a look at these back wheels here. These are those deep Halibrand slots with the knockoff, highly polished, with these nice big Mickey Thompsons. Very cool. Speaking of Halibrand, that is a Halibrand Quick-change differential under there. It's got a remote trunk. So let me open that for you. We'll take a look at the trunk. You've got a prop rod here. You just turn this little knob and that holds your trunk up. Finished off the same as the interior, all sculpted. You got your nice fasteners here, hinges. All your trenches are nice and clean. This is a hidden compartment. This is where your fuel filler is. and your sending unit there if you ever had to replace that for your fuel. Now check this out. This is the battery, but you can pull this away and you got this nice stainless battery cover as well. So, you know, if you wanted to show the car, you could show it either way, you know. Nice either way. That fits over there really nicely. Again, you know, nice fasteners and sunken tail lights. All nice and flush. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about the website, westcoastcollectorcars.com, where I've got pictures of the car, of course, but equally important, the undercarriage. You got to see that. If you're interested in the car, you'll be impressed with this undercarriage. The engine is a crate LT1 350, which would have come in one of the later C4 Corvettes, that style. They produced about 300 horse in a Corvette. This one's probably a little bit more. It's got a little better throttle body and a air filter system, but it's a crate, and the transmission is a turbo 400, and it's highly polished. The differential, like we talked about a minute ago, Halibrand Quick-change, very cool. I mean, this thing is nice. Even the exhaust is beautiful under there. So I encourage you to take a look at that. Yeah, it's very well built, very nicely built. You can tell they spared no expense on this car. Rear suspension is rear coilovers. Everything is either chrome, billet, painted, polished. Yeah, it's as nice as it gets. Taking the interior on this side. I mean, even your hinges here, nice and chrome. Got your nice billet pedals. These are the hood and trunk levers. Steering wheel is billet, it matches. Got a nice matching leather grip. Horn works. Again, can't emphasize enough. Doors close nice and easy. Notice, nice and even here. Shut lines nice and even. Up front here, you got this nice billet grille. 32 Ford grille. And of course your, what they call a Nerf bar up front here. Let me show you this engine. LT1, 5.7 liter 350. Clean up under here, nice hinges. They even chromed everything. You got headers on here, so yeah, you're going to be producing probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 350 horse, I would guess. Yeah, it's very strong, and as you can probably guess, this car doesn't really weigh anything, so you got plenty of performance. It's got a great sound to it. We're going to hear that in a second. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to pop in the Roadster. I'll start it up. You'll hear it run. I'll just drive it around the parking lot here for a couple of times just so you get a sense of what it looks like moving under its own power and hearing that nice exhaust rumble. Nice polished radiator. I should point that out as well, with an electronically controlled fan. HID headlamps. All the lights work. Oh, I think this one has the turn signals as well, hidden as well. Turn signals are right here. You almost can't see them, but they are there. See that? See that back in there? Turn signals. Okay, so let's say we start it up here at Run. I'll just take it for a little spin around the parking lot so you kind of get a sense of what it looks like, maybe what it sounds like. It sounds great. It actually sounds better in person than it does on camera, but you know, there's only so much I can do. But anyway, let's do that. You know, it actually has a pretty good steering radius too. You know, this is really small in here, and you know, some of these, you kind of need 40 acres to turn them, but not this one. This one steers really well. Very fun to drive, very easy to drive. I can't begin to show you any performance in here, and but it has plenty. You'd have your hands full. Let's put it that way. It's just snappy and good running, and of course with that engine, you're going to get excellent fuel economy. I'm 5'11", so you know, some people are concerned about, well, gee, you have room, you know. So, you know, if you're anywhere between, I would say, 5'7" and 6'2" or 3, you'd be fine. But at any rate, if I can answer any further questions for you about this 29 Roadster, don't hesitate to give me a call. Again, my name is Rich Dean, and this is West Coast Collector Cars. My number is 503-851-6763. Thank you for watching today.